The person who really wants to hurt you intentionally will hurt just once with their words, with their actions, with their deeds. And that person will hurt and just go about his or her own life. They may not even think about you again, or they may not even think about the situation in their mind at all. But you know who does the most damage after such an incident or situation? It's you who does a lot of damage to yourself. And that is, when you start rewinding and playing the same things again and again in your mind, thinking, how could that person talk to me like that? How could that person really behave with me like that? I am sure it has happened with almost all of us, right, in life, because no matter how much deal with people with utmost respect, and that's the way you want to have the same kind of treatment from others, but doesn't happen every time. I'm not saying the entire world is bad, but yes, there are people who will hurt you intentionally or maybe non-intentionally as well at times. But there are situations, let's face it, that we have to come across people who can be rude to us, who can be outright hurtful. In such situations, how can we safeguard ourselves emotionally? How do we secure ourselves from such people? In today's video, I'll be talking just about that. So let's start with the few steps that we can take to safeguard ourselves emotionally. Let's start. Stay calm. That's the only mantra. Because if the person wants to hurt you intentionally, that person wants a reaction. That reaction can be a positive reaction or a negative reaction. That person doesn't care about it. But this person who really intentionally hurts you waits for your reaction. And if you feed that person with that reaction, their work is done. So if you are really intelligent emotionally, then keep in mind that no matter how bad the situation can be, no matter how hurtful the words could be, spoken by that person to you, you have to keep one thing in mind, and that is you need to stay calm. You need to show that peace of mind, the calmness in your mind, because any reaction is going to be a kind of victory for the other person. Why would you want to, see the other person win who is hurting you intentionally, right? So always keep in mind, just stay calm. Do not show any kind of reaction. Empathy is something that you cannot build overnight. It will take time, but please put in efforts in trying to build this wonderful nature in yourself, and that is the gift of empathy. Because when you have empathy, you will have the capacity to understand the other person as well. So, as I said, some people can hurt you intentionally and some people may not hurt you intentionally, right? So, if you have the gift of empathy, if you have worked on yourself enough that you have this quality of empathy in you, you will always try and understand the other person. Maybe you will think that, okay, maybe this person had a very bad day, had a rough day. Maybe that's the way he reacted or she reacted to me because they had something going on in their mind as well. And maybe that person who really did not hurt you intentionally can come back to you, apologize you will give them at least that scope, at least that kind of time frame wherein they'll do the kind of introspection and come back to you to apologize. So empathy plays a very crucial role in such situations. On the other hand, if the other person is hurting you intentionally, that person will not do any kind of introspection, that person will not come back to you or apologize to you. In that case, you can always understand that yes, I had the quality of empathy, I gave that person a chance to understand himself or understand herself, but it did not work, so it's not my fault, I can move on. So try and build this particular golden quality called empathy in yourself. I can offer a person something that I have already have in myself. If I don't have it, I cannot offer, right? So if my nature is that of being a kind person, a considerate person, a person who really thinks about other feelings, then I will never intentionally or non intentionally hurt the other person, right? But on the other hand, if I'm a person who doesn't care about others' emotions or feelings and who's very self centered, selfish, and just thinks about one's own feelings and emotions, then I'm ready to hurt anybody intentionally as long as my purposes are served in that particular situation. So in that case, we have to understand one core thing when we are dealing in such situations, and that is whenever a person hurts you, hurls bad words at you, uses very derogatory words that you just understand one thing and tell yourself one thing, do not take it personally. Do not take it personally, because all the words that are coming out from the person's mouth is the character of that particular person who is trying to hurt you. So you don't have to take it personally. It's not about you, right? This is a very simple thing that we need to understand. And if we understand this, then I don't think we'll get hurt by anybody. You try to remain calm, you try to show empathy, but then the other person is hurting you intentionally again and again. The person comes back to you, apologizes, and then again repeats the same mistakes. Now you have to be smart. You cannot keep giving chances to people to just come and use you as a doormat. Now you need to show your smartness, and it is high time that you have to safeguard yourself emotionally. Sometimes we feel that only way is to show reaction. If that person talks one, I'm going to talk two. If that person says this, I'm going to say this. This is a kind of preparation that we have mentally, but that is wrong actually. Let's not react. It's not necessary. In such situations, we need to understand that silence is the best medicine that you can serve to a person who is hurting you intentionally. So, when everything fails, that is, when you remain calm and still things are not sorted out, you show empathy and still things are not, getting better in your connection or friendship, then it's high time you need to show silence. Silence is the only answer for such rudeness. You can walk away. If the situation is favorable in a way that you can walk away, then why not? Unapologetically, you can walk away from that situation. And of course, always remember silence is the best answer. I hope you liked today's video, and if so, please consider to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, please leave your valuable feedback in the comments section below. Until next video, please take care of yourself and please do not forget to safeguard yourself emotionally. That is very important. Take care. Bye.